Kudo Bada. We just came off of a very decent weekend of celebrating our 9th anniversary as the first Axosu outside of Benin, let alone Africa. But this is not really what we're talking about in this particular video. We want to first start by saying this is inspired by, we see many Africans have been inspired to do so and are returning to African traditions, right? This is a wonderful thing in the general sense of the word, general sense of the concept. However, something we've noticed over the years, we've talked about over and over. You see other videos where we talk about re-Africanization, right? We talk about re-Africanization. So the point is that it's not just enough to drop a religion like Christianity and Islam, and all of a sudden you're talking about Ifa. That's a misnomer. It's not the proper name. It's called Isheshe. Ifa is the oracle, one of the oracles of Isheshe, of the Yoruba people. It's not enough to drop a religion and say, okay, I'm about Vodun now. It's not enough to drop Buddhism and all of a sudden you're in Odinani of the Igbo people. The issue is, this is the word we want to give to those that are willing to hear. All right, there are going to be some people that are going to take this as an arrogant message where we could care less. We've been doing this almost 30 years now. So the problem is that people they leave the Christian and all the other non-African traditions, and they come into these African traditions with the same European, same Christian, same Islamic, same Buddhist, non-African mindset. You may as well have stayed in the church or the mosque or temple or wherever you were at in the foreign traditions. Now we're saying this because we are about the business of nation building, family development, and nation building and sovereignty. You can't have that when you're just changing religions, but you still have the same mindset. You can't defeat the Yovo and still think or obey his or her commands culturally. That way you become a cultural child. So what we're saying is, re-Africanize for real. So pay attention. This is the crux of the message. Pay close attention to the in-between. The in-between from where you left Christianity or Islam or all the other foreign religions, and what you do in between there before you come into African tradition. Because we cannot afford to populate our traditions with anti-African sentiment, even though you have claimed you just changed suits. You don't wear a three-piece suit now, you're wearing a three-piece Agbada suit, African Asha outfit, clothing, you know? So decolonize your mind, go through a process, allow yourself to, first of all, to suppress your ego and realize you don't know everything. Decolonize your mind, DeWhitenize yourself, and then re-Africanize from that. Don't just jump ships, because it's not going to go good for the culture. And if it doesn't go good for the culture, the ancestors don't approve of it. Odigba.